Didn't get too much time on it though.
Sure. Hello, and welcome to another episode of All the Time. My name is Obed Velez, and with me, most interesting man in the world, Joel Young.
What's good? What's good? Obed, how you feeling, man?
No, don't ask me. I almost destroyed the podcast single-handedly. No, I think I fat fingered something. Well, first of all, right, I turned on OBS and it's like, hey, there's an update. No, I click no, I don't want it. Right away because I know based on what happened last time,
Right.
it's not a good idea. But then none of our pictures are working. None of the
We had
stuff
to
is
reload
working.
the show.
We
No
had
load
to,
time was loading.
yeah, no all the time was loading, so we apologize about the delay. But we're good. We're good. We salvaged it.
Yes,
It's
yes.
a
Well,
good
that's
thing
what we
about
do,
having
man.
backups, yeah, right?
Yep.
Except for one. There's one that look kind of ghetto. If you guys are watching the video,
You'll
you'll
see it. You'll
see
see
it.
it.
But next week we'll have the regular one. If
100%.
not an improved one, who knows, right?
Right.
Uh,
Hey.
but welcome, guys. Thanks again so much for your support over the last few weeks on YouTube.
Yeah.
It's been incredible. We are very thankful and still kind of like in shock of our
Yes.
of our growth. So I'm very excited. I said 1,000 before the end of the year. It sounds like it's gonna be 1,000 before the end of the summer. So you guys keep it up. Just keep coming. We love you guys, and if you enjoy our content, just drop the like Joel says at the end of the show. We don't ask for money. We just ask you to just hang out with us. So Joel, what's up, man? How you doing?
Doing great. Doing great. Like you said, just really just floating on cloud nine over here with all the wonderful success that we've got going on here, and it's all thanks to you guys. It's the success is all of us together as a community. Um, I have been able to have a little bit of fun this last weekend. I was able to check out Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. If you guys saw the video on the channel, that was just a spoilers review. So I know a lot of people were still just getting a chance to watch the movie. So I'm sure many people will go back now and watch it. As I always do, the first 3 minutes. I think the only movie I didn't do that was like Mario or something, where I just went spoilers right away.
Yeah.
But like with most of them, the first 3 minutes I'll say impressions, and then I'll go into spoilers. So if you haven't seen the movie, you could still catch some general impressions. I mean, I'll share a little bit now, just saying like obviously the film has had a lot of different reactions, and I think the
Earth's good.
reactions are just yeah, I'll say the action's just mainly around just the emotions and how emotional it is. And not to call anyone out, but we had a comment on our last video, and I was like, "That's interesting." But someone was saying like, "Oh, people were laughing and kids were having a great time, and I was happy they were here." And I'm like, two things. One, there's not a lot of laughter. When you do, it is funny. There is some good laughter moments. We're just typical Guardians, right? Some good humor and Marvel, right? But then like the dark stuff, man, is so overwhelming. Like I don't know that since like Infinity War when you had the oh my gosh and everyone just started dusting, that you've had a movie that's had such a strong sad emotions. And I think it just has to do with the content and the narrative because of how well they portray these characters that you really feel what they're going through and you want it to end, and it just keeps going on and on in the movie. So it's a roller coaster of emotions as you're watching. So I would say two things. One, I don't think this is a movie for the kids, personally.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that's your
Maybe that
discretion.
person
I'm
was
just
watching the Mario review and got confused and commented on the wrong video.
that's what I was thinking. I was like, that was a choice, man. Yeah, I was like, but I was like, yeah, Mario. I laughed, and I was glad kids were having a good time.
Yeah.
But yeah, this one for sure is something. And if you're someone who just loves pets in general, like okay, bring the Kleenex. You're
Yeah.
gonna definitely be crying.
That's what
But
I
no,
heard.
it's
Yeah.
a really good time. Just it's a hard time. It's a good time.
Good. Yeah. No, I'll watch it for sure whenever that comes around.
Soon
Uh,
you'll be seeing
I'm
Ant-Man,
yeah, that's what next week, right?
May
Wednesday next
17th.
week or something. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's I'll be watching that next week for sure, and we'll share
Yeah.
our impressions on that. I'm saving my day for the Flash. I want to see. I want to go out of my way and actually go and watch it. So
Good choice. I think that'll be worth it.
yeah, so we'll see about that. Yeah, not too much on my end. Do you want to talk about Survivor a little
Yeah, let's
bit?
go.
Yeah, all right. Um, cool. So it's good. It's still good. So I did notice that with that last patch, there was another patch this week.
Mm,
Um, that it got a little bit better, with the performance issues, but still not quite there. Which is very strange, right? Because like after playing like and it's crazy to think that Horizon was a year ago or over a year ago,
yeah.
but like playing like Horizon on like performance mode and God of War in performance mode, and then playing this game, it's like why, you know, they're I know that visually it has a lot going on, right? And this game is forcing ray tracing on, um, which is part of the whole thing that's happening with it. But um, you know, just thinking back on those two games specifically, because RE4 runs really well, right? RE4 runs at run at performance mode, it's like locked 60, and that game looks incredible. Granted, it's not an open world game like, or at least open world ish areas as this game would
Mm,
have. Um, but it's like what it's very strange because there's like nothing going on. You're just running around, and then your frame rate just dips. And it's like
hmm
what's happening? So it seems like optimization needs to be worked a little bit on. Hopefully, it'll get up to par soon. But yeah, I'm having a pretty pretty good time with it. Where are you at right now?
Dude, I didn't play that much more this last
Okay.
weekend. I probably played another 4 hours.
Okay. So
Um,
I don't want to.
yeah,
I don't want
yeah.
to spoil
No,
it. Did
I'm
you did
hoping
you
to
make
tomorrow to get more time in.
Gotcha. Did you make it out of Kobo the first time?
No,
So you're still in Kobo.
no. Yes, I'm
Okay.
still there.
I don't want to talk to you about anything then. Because
Oh.
that's when it starts
Okay.
getting
Okay.
it's really funny because I saw an article on, I can't remember if it was Polygon or Kotaku, one of the sites posted an article. It's like get out of Kobo as soon as you can.
Wow.
So as soon as you do your stuff in Kobo, leave, man. I highly recommend it because then
Okay.
the story really picks up, and it's
Okay.
it's real good. So
Okay.
refresh my memory. This game is 10 years after the first one, right?
Yes.
Okay. So this is
Which is why it's interesting that like it starts off and you don't have the core team with you on the mission.
yeah.
That's at the end of the last one. I'm sure that's you know.
That's yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's why you need to get out of Kobo.
Yeah.
And I mean, there's a huge surprise when you when you get out
Okay.
of there, right? I was gonna say when you get to the other place. But I was gonna say the
Ah.
name of the place, right?
Mm.
But um, like there's a huge surprise that links to the first game, and I was like, whoa, oh, this is really cool, and it's very good. It's all very good. So
Can't wait.
yeah, I'm gonna check it out tomorrow because you know what? I'll save it for when we talk Zelda.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
I'll save it. Yeah, but no, very good. That game's still a lot of fun.
Right.
They again, it is what a sequel should be. Like it's improved in every aspect except performance. And I don't want to
Wh-
say except performance because the first one had a lot of problems at the beginning when it launched too. So
Right.
yeah,
Which I can put up with the performance issues that it's having at the moment. Like I could put it aside just because of how well they nail everything else and you know that they can fix these issues. Like this this
it's
this this is
yeah.
going to get
It's
fixed.
not like Redfall.
No.
It's
Right.
fixable. Like
Right.
because the core is good, right? You just need constant frame rate. That's all you need.
That's all you need.
Yeah, honestly.
Steady it.
Yep. Cool. All right. Well, we want to talk about Star Wars Visions then.
More Star Wars.
Okay, cool. It was funny because you said it's like, oh, I watched the first four episodes, like, and I watched the first four too, so I'm good. Um, okay. Do you want to trigger some man babies?
Go for it.
Okay, and I think you know what I'm gonna talk
I
about.
do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So all the first four episodes, are all centered around female leads. So I think it was an intentional move on their end to trigger the man babies, right? I appreciate, right? And here's the thing, because I think Visions One was excellent through and through,
Agreed.
right? I think the ending was kind of a downer, right? But through and through was very good, and I think that
Mm-hmm.
just having those, you know, anime uh sensibilities, I guess,
Yeah.
worked out to its advantage. I don't want to say it doesn't work on this one, because it does work, right? Um,
It's just different.
I think episode one and
Yeah.
episode four so far are my
Yeah.
favorites.
Dude, we're the same boat.
See,
The
look at
same boat,
that.
bro.
I think that first episode was solid, dude.
Oh yeah, bro.
Very, very
The
solid, very
paint
good.
and all this.
Oh, so good. And I'm a sucker for like art design and character and all this.
Yeah.
It was beautiful. What a great, great, great little episode. It was excellent.
Chef's kiss.
Um, and it, our design, the fight choreography, everything was really good in that episode. Excellent, excellent, excellent through and through. I really enjoyed it. Um, and then the fourth one was the race, right?
Yeah, the horse and grommet
That was
people, whatever.
really
Yeah.
funny, dude. Really
Yeah.
well written.
I'm your
Uh,
mother.
yeah, all the characters were funny and very likable, and it was very endearing. It was very good. Like I laughed, like I laughed out
Hmm.
loud. I was like, it was funny. It was
Yep.
really good. So no, I'm glad that we're on the same page on that.
Literally exact same page. Like obviously we're basically halfway through now because there's nine, right?
Yep.
Um, like halfway through, yeah. Like I felt the same as you, where I'm like, last season so far feels superior. I'm just gonna be honest.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean that this is like horrible, but last season was there. Like there was stuff last season, dude. The first episode, the duel, right? Like the ninth Jedi episode, even like that random was it like the Rabbit Girl, whatever, like
Oh, that
episode,
Rabbit Girl
whatever
one was really good.
that's what I'm saying was great, dude.
Like I wanted an actual show just of
Right?
that. Yeah.
It was great. So there's like real stuff for like this one. um I'm not saying it's not good, but it just feels like from a narrative standpoint it's a little more simplified, is what I would say, where some of the stuff they were doing, I was like, I
Yeah.
want a
Well,
movie based on some of the stuff they
that
were
that's
doing
the
last.
and that's what I was that was me. I was saying by anime sensibilities, because the stories in
Right.
anime tend to be more complex and more. There's growth, and
Yes.
it's a broader experience overall. And I think that's. I know that there's some anime studios that did some episodes on this one, so we'll get to see those later.
Right.
Um, but that's what I meant, because there's the complexity and the way the story was delivered on like the freaking like the samurai one, right?
Let's say the duel. Yeah.
Yeah, the duel last season.
Yep.
Like, holy crap,
That was the
that
first
was
one.
so good. I mean, not to
So
say again, this first episode,
no,
just called
fantastic.
Sith. Oh my god, so good. It
Fantastic.
was real good.
Yep.
Yeah, and I think that fourth one with the mom and the race, I think it was really good too.
Oh, I like it a
It was
lot. Oh,
very, very
100%.
solid. Yeah,
Yeah.
very funny,
Oh, I like it.
very charming. It was very cool.
Yes.
Yeah, the last two, like the second one was interesting, right? Because, but then again, you have like it is the opposite of the first episode,
Right?
where the animation wasn't that great, but then the story turns into like instead of just leaving the Sith behind, you join the Sith, and
Right.
it was like an opposite of the first episode. I'm conflicted on that third one, because I think it was very good, but
I agree.
yeah,
But
but it was like it left me wanting more. Probably that's maybe what it was.
yeah, like when you think about it, Obed, I'm outside from not that the first one didn't have it, but like there's very obvious just from the narratives in the second, third, and fourth, like stuff that's akin straight to Star Wars, things that we've seen before, right? Like the second one, is very much like, okay, this is how I was interpreting it when it was starting. I was like, okay, so they're doing the whole going into the cave like how Luke does, right? And Empire Strikes Back,
Oh
and it's
yeah,
facing your fears, and like he hears the voice calling him, like what's in there, and Yoda tells him go, what, right? And like I was assuming that was more the way they're going, but then it wasn't because it was real,
yeah,
and I was like, interesting. And then like you're saying, then it was like joining the dark side, basically. I don't know. Didn't really do it for me. Like but I saw where they were trying to take something that was Star Wars, so that was cool. And then the second one, similar thing again, right? The galaxy, the like very much like about like a rebellion rising up again, legacy. It's very start right. Like the force is in my family. You
yeah,
have it. I
yeah,
have it.
yeah.
Okay, I like that, right? Um,
I
so
think
that I
the
like
ending
what
was
they
left
did.
to I think the ending was left to interpretation, right?
Yeah.
Because it seemed like they didn't make it, but then they seemed like they made it, but then the stars showed up, and I was like, oh yeah, did they make it
Uh,
or did they not? So that was cool. That was a cool play, right? I think,
yes.
um, and the way the story was told was good, right? It was just not as engaging as like that first episode, and then that hard to follow fourth episode, which again was real good.
That's the thing. Then the fourth. So like the first one I watched, really loved. Then that fourth one, I'm like, okay, these are the strong ones so
Yeah,
far.
yeah,
These are the ones that hold up. But
yep,
I look forward to finishing out because I, like you said, and nothing against them. I know that they tried, it was like 9 different countries or whatever they tried to have like do. So you can see that the influence is different versus last season
totally,
where it was very much set in a certain continent primarily, right?
yep,
And the style. So I like that it's different. I don't want them trying to repeat the same thing,
yeah,
but at the
exactly.
same extent, like there's
Like yo,
definitely
those
some parts of it
anime
doesn't feel
people
as
know what they're
strong.
doing.
They know what's up. Yeah, they know that's 100% the way to say it. Yeah, no, it's true. It's true.
Yeah, yeah, that's great.
Yeah,
So, well, yeah, well, I'll watch the rest for sure because I mean, it's artistically is very good, right? Like
yeah,
the artistry that goes into these episodes is phenomenal, and last season we got some really good ones. So
yeah.
I'm looking forward to finishing this ones. By the way, just speaking about anime, I started watching the Swordsmith town arc on Demon Slayer again. I don't know how this show does it, dude. It's like, how is every episode like hype? It's like they're just
It is
eating.
hype.
They're just eating there, and it's the hypest thing that you've ever seen. It's ridiculous. It's so good. Like it's and I know that it's like a lot of like the anime gatekeepers, which I don't care for. Right? It was like
Yeah,
I'm watching anime before, long before most of them were born.
right, right.
So, um, it like stuck to you so many. Demon Slayer is so mainstream now, but it's phenomenal. It is
Yeah.
one of the best things that I've ever watched. It's so good. And I did watch the Attack on Titan special, the 1 hour special. That was again, like solid stuff. That game is again not only a good anime, it's just good TV. Period. So
Yeah, yeah.
it's so good. So yeah, good stuff, man. Um, cool. I mean, I guess we can talk about Zelda since we have we got plenty of time. So yeah, Tears of the Kingdom released to critical acclaim as was expected, with the with the exception of Gfinity, who gave it a 6. I don't know who these people are, right?
I never heard of them.
You're entitled to your opinion,
Yeah.
and that's it. That's about it, right?
Who are you?
But don't you feel bad? Don't you think that there's something wrong on your I guess assessment of this game when um over half of the positive reviews are hundreds? So
There's
uh
something there.
yeah.
Something there.
So right now it's sitting at a 96 on Metacritic, which is very very solid. Um I can't. Oh man, I can't remember the. I know that RE4 got a few tens, but I'm gonna see if I can filter this while I talk. I just multitask. Um,
Very good.
so Yeah, no, and I guess well deserved. I did watch a couple of the reviews, and YouTube has, and I understand that YouTube's algorithm works this way, right? Yes, I am interested in Tears of the Kingdom. No, I am not interested on seeing the end of the game. So I haven't got anything spoiled, but it's like
Good.
it's like come on, YouTube. It's like same thing for Survivor, dude. Since I watch a lot of Star Wars stuff, it's like Jedi Survivor, this character shows up. And I was like, thank you. Thanks. Thanks a lot. So so now I'm like every time I see a video about Survivor, even if it's like review or a performance video, I go yeah, I swipe I put it on like not interested. Because like I don't want to get spoiled, man. And this guys, dude. This guys and their their thumbnails and it's like what the heck, dude. But Tears of the Kingdom, very much looking forward to playing this game. Except Best Buy. All right. So this is my second rant about Best Buy in the last few months.
Yep.
About pre-ordering games with Best Buy, right? I've been pre-ordering games with Best Buy for the last 8 years. Solidly every single game, dude. Every single like major game that I buy, that I pre-order from Best Buy. And now all of a sudden Best Buy not giving me pre-order stuff. And now with Zelda. Oh, and then oh yeah, before RE4, they my Ninja Turtles Cowabunga collection was late 2 days. And then now and RE4 they didn't give me my pre-order stuff. I had to go on social media and harass them to have them, hey, where's my stuff that you said that you were gonna put in my basket automatically when it was added, right? So I don't have myself a copy. Its release date, and it apparently comes in tomorrow. Hopefully, right? But it's unacceptable, guys. Like Best Buy, honestly. What's going on? This game's been out of in the wild for like the last 2 weeks. Like I've seen pictures on Reddit for the last 2 weeks. It's like, hey, guess what I found? Hey, guess what I'm playing? Hey, this we just got a shipment for this guy's to release on next week for like 2 weeks, dude. Are you telling me that Best Buy can't ship my game like on a Tuesday just so it arrives on Friday to make sure that it arrives on Friday? Like, or they can ship it, at least with enough time, right? Like a 2 day thing. No,
Yeah.
I'm getting those alerts like, hey, your thing is being shipped this morning, dude. It's release date. This thing should have been out like Wednesday.
Yeah.
So I
I
don't
mean,
I don't know I don't know what's going on with Best Buy logistics, right? Um, I mean, like honestly speaking, and straight up, and I don't want to be like this, and I don't want to move into this guy, right? But I'm gonna keep buying discs for PS5, but whatever comes next, I'm probably just gonna buy
digital.
like a digital. Like I still buy the console that gives me the access to play discs, right?
Hmm.
But I'm probably not gonna buy any like physical games. I'm just gonna buy stuff digital, have it preload the day before or whatever, and just do it like that. Because
Yeah.
like honestly, Best Buy is like dropping the ball real bad. I don't know what's going on, right? Um, Amazon's usually late too with pre-orders, and that's why I
I,
never pre-order with Amazon.
I've heard people have Amazon stuff show up early before.
See,
It's very bizarre.
it's very strange, yeah. And but yeah, dude, it's like I mean, I told you like when I canceled all my pre-orders and redid everything because they didn't add any other pre-order bonuses.
Yeah.
So I did it for Survivor, I did it for Final Fantasy, and I did it for Street Fighter. So
I don't know. I
uh,
yeah, that's so bizarre. I mean, Best Buy and I really like going to Best Buy.
yeah,
I love what they offer, just generally speaking. And I like it makes sense to order with Best Buy because like you can sign up for even a free rewards. You can have the paid rewards. You can have a free rewards thing. So to me, that's always a no brainer, right? When it comes to buying stuff.
yep,
But I don't know, like even outside of their game stuff, dude. I don't like. I have different people close to me that have bought stuff, have had issues, and have had like stuff that normally in the past, but okay, it's fine. Let's go handle this with Best Buy customer service,
Yeah.
and have had some very bizarre interactions that
On the
have not
phone.
been usual. In the phone, in the stores,
Yeah.
that's been like now it's just I don't know how to start. Something should be like simple. This should be an easy fix. That's like
Yeah.
not, and it's like I don't know what's going on. I don't know if something's changed recently, policies, how just operational, practices or whatever. But it's very bizarre, and I don't know what's going on. I hope for the better because I do like Best Buy, like
Yeah.
GameStop. Look, man, I read the last couple of games I've gone. That's where I've got my physical copies, and they call me, hey, we're gonna have it ready for you to pick up, whatever. I always get a call from them. Come by the store, pick it up. It's here. I don't know,
I'm
man.
gonna have to switch over to GameStop again.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
But I'm telling you, because you know, ever since I met you, dude, because even back
I
then,
know,
all of my pre-orders was Best Buy. Like the PS4 when I got
which
it
makes
was Best
sense.
Buy. Metal Gear Solid 5 Best Buy. Like every major release, right? That's
Yeah,
it's a big deal. I ordered through Best Buy, and I've never had a problem until like it started with the Cowabunga collection, right? That was the first one. Was late 2 days. And then the Resident Evil 4, I didn't get any other pre-order bonuses, and now, and then I had this list of pre-orders that I had. I canceled everything and reordered on different orders, all of them too. Like
yeah.
mind you, and like even Zelda, like I canceled Zelda because they didn't add the art thing that they were giving you. So I,
That's a system issue because,
bro,
like, you could say it's some people would say, oh, maybe it's supply chain, but no, like you're saying, you're seeing places having it. It
yeah,
just
yeah,
seems this is what's
exactly.
happening
It's
here.
just
So I don't
late,
know.
right? It's like
Something
they're just
something's off.
shipping out their stuff late,
Yeah.
and sometimes like it happened for I think for RE4. Well, RE4, right? I didn't get any other pre-order stuff, but even RE4, the game was coming out Tuesday, and they chipped it on like Monday morning, and I mean it made it right on time, but
Wow.
it's like what the heck, dude? I don't know.
You pay for something, you hope, you
Yeah,
know.
this has never been a problem, right? And I'm telling you,
Yeah.
like for the last 8 years, I've been ordering everything through Best Buy, and now all of a sudden everything's delayed. It's like what the heck, guys?
What's going
I like
on?
you guys. I don't want you guys. I don't
Same.
want you guys to go out
Same.
of business. I go. You guys are legit.
Yeah.
You guys
Want to
have
support
good
the business to
sales,
keep being
good
around.
selection, right? The customer service had the stores excellent. But what's going on with your shippings? Like,
Yeah.
well, I know that they really do want to move away from shipping, right? Because at, when you order something on the site, by default is pick up at the store,
Right.
and they don't want to ship. They want you to go to the store to pick it up, right? But I mean, I could have done that, right? I could have ordered to the store that's on my way from work to here, and and
Yeah.
grabbed it. I would have done that, but you know, is everything gonna be there? That's the next thing, right? It's like, are you gonna have all my items, or am I gonna pick up just one and there you're gonna chip the amiibo? So
That's so true. That's true. Yeah.
it's like, because sometimes like the pre-order bonuses they don't have them in store, they'll chip them out. So that's why I want everything chipped out. I was like, I'll just get everything on one go. But no,
Really.
dude. Oh, then I got three tracking numbers. I got a tracking number for the game, a tracking number for the amiibo, and a tracking number for the art piece thing.
Which is not horrible if as long as it's going up, but it is bizarre.
Yeah, so you gotta send three separate packages, and then it's gonna come in on a Sunday when I'm probably gonna be out having lunch with the family, right? And I'm not gonna be here, and who knows who's
Yeah.
gonna walk by and grab the pack. Parch pirates come in, and you don't know,
Yeah,
right? So,
yeah. You gotta be careful. That's true.
oh man, so I'm a little frustrated with it. Best Buy. I was very much looking forward to playing Zelda tomorrow, but hey, I'll get to play some more Jedi Survivor, which is honestly I can't complain. It's good.
No, no.
It's good. It's a good game. So. But no, yeah, Zelda is doing really well. I know I saw a picture today of a line in Japan, people waiting to pick up the game, and it reminded me of those old pictures that I've seen whenever like Dragon Quest came out over there, and it was like huge lines. And
Yeah.
this game's gonna sell really, really good. Also, Joe, it looks like I'm about to have that shrimp on the show. We'll talk about it after the break. Don't go
Yep.
nowhere. Thanks, Joel, for saving me with that spectacular graphic, sir. It's phenomenal.
Piece of art.
Uh, yeah. Speaking of, again, me having to eat that shrimp, Nintendo is saying that they were asked again about the successor to the Switch or an upgrade or something for the future, and they said that they have no plans for anything before April 2024. So it looks like they're gonna wait it out for the entire year, and I will have to consume shellfish on the show. Um, I don't know, man. Is I They're waiting a long time, right? And I totally get it. Like even if you look back at um like the DS came out, DS Lite came out like 3 years later, and then the DSi came out 3 years after that, and then the 3DS came out. And even with the 3DS, right? It came out 2012 and then 2015 or 2011. And then 2013, I think now I gotta look it up. The new 3DS came out. Um, so let's see, new 3DS. So new 3DS came out 2014. So 4 years later. No, 3 years. Yeah, 3 years later. So it seems like 3 years is their thing, right? And I know that we got the light and we got the OLED, which are kind of like those in between upgrades, right? Because the OLED, like with regardless of what the hardware inside is, right, which is the same, right, except we got more memory or more storage, I should say. Um, that screen makes a big difference. That screen looks very, very nice. So, not it's not even a half step, but it's a right step you know if you know what I'm trying to say. So, um, they should just take advantage of that and keep the ball rolling. But I mean, I totally see what they're doing. They're they're just gonna roll with the device as long as they can, and you know, I think yeah, by next year, that's you should like you shouldn't go over 2024 with that same hardware. But yeah, man, it looks like we'll have to procure some sea cockroach. So
Oh, sea cockroach. Oh my god. I've never heard someone refer to it as that, but that was perfect.
yep,
I mean, they are, let's be real, guys,
they
they are
are
bottom feeders.
they
Like,
are
that's
they
like, oh, it's seeping. Like, yeah.
are.
2024, I'm okay with this. I'm at peace with this. You know, like, as much as from a hardware standpoint, you want them to do it sooner, just because there's so much limitations. And we'll talk about, the AOG, the ROG, and we'll talk about, Steam Deck and these things.
yeah,
But like, they need to move into a space where they're able to support some of these other games that it seems like they'll have the options based on some of the deals that they've made, business deals that they've made to be able to play, right? Like, you can't have Call of Duty as it stands. It'd have to be designed specifically just for Switch, and even that would just be a very drastically different experience. Nothing
yeah.
close to what it is.
Hmm.
It'd be a step backwards. I'm sorry. And like, if they can move this into a place that it can compete with the ROG and Steam Deck, not because it's doing bad, because the Switch is selling better than anything else out there in the market, right? But I just think it has
Yeah.
it'll be game over, Obed, when it can finally support like Xbox Game Pass. Like, if that becomes a thing, where you can have Xbox Game Pass on a Nintendo
Or X
Switch
Cloud or whatever.
or
Yeah,
xCloud, whatever you want to
yeah.
call it, bro, that's gonna be killer for their business. Absolutely amazing. And I think the day's coming. I think it's coming. I just think we gotta wait. They're probably, knowing Nintendo, dude, they're making sure this is perfect. They
Oh
have
yeah,
done
yeah, yeah.
so well with the current iteration of Switch, that whatever Switch 2 is gonna be called, if it's just called Switch 2, whatever they're gonna call this thing,
Better call it a
dude,
Super Nintendo Switch.
the Super Nintendo,
It's the
whatever
obvious.
they,
Oh man, because
right?
they could because it more than likely it'll be a hybrid device, right? And
Yes, has to be.
renaming it would probably not be a good idea. But like what they did again, going back to basics. So you go back to the the NES and then the Super NES. How and then I mean, we're gonna have a Switch 64 after that, but
Oh
you
my
know
goodness.
no, but then after that you can probably iterate into something else, or you can keep the hybrid, but at that point I feel like you can make a sideways kind of move on that, but
We'll see where technology is at that time, anyways.
exactly, yeah, because we don't it's still too early. Like this thing is,
Yeah.
the Switch has been out, for in April 2024 it'll be what 6 years, right?
Yeah.
2017. So, um, I mean, it's 6 years this year. It'll be 7 years, which is because very long, considering that it's underpowered.
Right.
That's the big thing, right? It's like this thing was underpowered when it launched, and it's still like
Hmm.
freaking dominated the market, man. It's ridiculous. But
That's what
no,
I'm saying. They're gonna make sure that whatever they put out is a winner. Like, I think they've learned from the Wii U and all, like, this is running so well. They're not gonna botch it and people are like, well, at least the Switch was good. Like, no, it's gonna be just as good, if not better.
yeah, yeah. No,
Well,
that's mhm.
get ready to eat shrimp, bro.
Yeah, no.
Get,
I'll see what I can do.
get ready. I want to see you. I want to see
Oh
you on the show, Obed, with like literally like a handkerchief tied around your neck, a fork and a knife, and just
no, I'll make it. I'll make it easy. I'll probably just stop by Popeyes or something and grab a. I can at least pass that. It's deep fried with spices. That'll pass.
oh my gosh, bro.
That'll.
I can't wait to see this. This is,
Uh,
hey, but you know something? This is what it shows. We stick by our predictions. We don't look, Obed has had a very good track record on this show, better than most podcasters, if I could say so myself. You
Thanks, sir.
say stuff, and a lot of the stuff comes true.
It happens to
This
like in weeks, right? It's like I don't even have to wait that long.
we don't even have to wait that long, right? But hey, every now and then stuff like this happens, and look, Obed was so strong about it that he said, "I'll eat shrimp on the show," and well,
This
this is gonna be some content.
this was my wait for E3. I kept waiting for E3 and nothing happened, and then I waited for the showcase and nothing happened.
Obed starts sweating. He's like, "I don't know, guys."
I don't know. I don't know, guys. I'm putting all these videos out there. Just no, just wait for E3.
Every time you see these
the Game
Popeyes
Awards.
commercials, every time you see a Popeyes commercial, you're gonna be like having PZ, like, oh, I gotta eat this, I gotta eat this.
You're like, oh no. Oh,
Obed's gonna be like, oh no, oh no.
wow.
Look at the disappointment on Obed's face, guys. This is real.
Oh my god, dude.
And no, I wanted not forget the shrimp aside. I wanted it to come out this year, but man, this is something. At least he didn't say something crazier. So, or shrimp can be that bad.
Oh man. It's just that
Yeah.
you don't know, man, how much I despise shellfish. I don't.
I mean, you called it
Oh,
the sea cockroach,
sea cockroach.
la
I'm gonna-
cucaracha.
La cucaracha marina. I'm gonna have to take. I'm gonna have to. Literally have to eat my words on that one, man. And that's
Oh
rough.
boy,
That's rough.
it's gonna
man.
be an event.
Yeah, man. But no, I mean, I guess a good segue is that Asus actually just finally went ahead and showed and confirmed that the ROG Ally is a thing, and apparently the device is very, very good. It's quite expensive. It's $599, but it looks very nice. It's a very nice looking device. Again, this would be a competitor to the Steam Deck, and of course the Switch. I say it's a competitor to the Switch because it's in the same, I guess, form factor, right? But we know that the Switch is on a whole different. But it's
Yeah.
like there's no competition for the Switch, right? No one's gonna sell their Switch, Joel, to buy an Ally.
That would be insane.
No
Not
one's
the-
gonna, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, just
apples
like
and oranges.
just like I'm gonna quote Phil Spencer. No one's gonna buy. You know, there's no way a PC game will be an 11 out of 10, and someone's gonna sell their Switch for an Ally, or a Steam Deck. But regardless, right? If you already have and here's how I see it, right? If you already have a decent Steam library that you can take advantage of this device, then this is probably the product for you, right? I only have very few Steam games, nothing too crazy, nothing that I can't play anywhere else, right? That sort of thing. It's probably not for me. It looks good, yes. Looks nice, yes. Specs are good, excellent. But unfortunately, it's not the device for me. I think that this is basically almost the Xbox Portable to some extent. So, um, it's the price is it's not awful. It's powerful. It has really good features. Maybe this is something that could have Game Pass in the future, right? So, who knows? This would be an excellent product for you. But what do you think, dude?
Yeah, I'm very conflicted on this one because, like you said, I know it's not for me, but at the same extent, I recognize that it's something of value for people who do have, their Steam library and they are looking for an experience that essentially takes a lot of the stuff that you do get like on Xbox portable, right? And just your PC gaming experience portable. Um, like I made the comment earlier, right, about like how Switch could have Game Pass on and how that would be incredible. This does have Game Pass.
It does, yeah, That's what I was gonna say. Yeah,
Right.
I
This,
confirmed that. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah,
It
like
does
that's the
support Game
thing.
Pass out of the box. Yeah.
Right. Like that's something that's definitely like stands out to me. But I think that something like this, the price is what really gets someone like me because I would probably be more inclined if it was half the price. Like if it was a $300 machine, I might say interesting. Might be worth picking up so I can play some of these games that I don't usually get to play. Most of the games that I play, I can play on console. I can play on what I have already, PS5, Switch. Um, and I'm not really a PC gamer, so it just doesn't appeal to me. But for those who are in the community, I recognize its value. I think it's a cool offering. I'm curious, is there any non-gaming features that it has? Like,
Media?
I don't know,
You
it
mean like
supports certain
Netflix
apps or
or?
something. Yeah. Like I'm curious like if it has anything extra outside of it
I'm
because
sure
especially
it
that it
does.
operates like as a Linux OS, right? Like you would think it would take advantage of, some of the other, abilities that it can do. Oh, here I see here. Netflix and YouTube, 6 to 8 hours it can run. Um
Okay.
like there's stuff like that I wish like you could take on it and yeah, you want gaming to be at the forefront, so I'm not saying to make that secondary. But some little extra features, you're gonna pay a good chunk of change. And I'm like, you see the pictures of people having it docked and they're playing it like, and I'm like, I don't know, man. I don't know. It's
Yeah.
it's it's unique. I hope that it's good for those who like it, but just not for me.
It looks nice though.
It
I
does.
gotta say it's very appealing, right? Um, me in a different time, right? This would be a very appealing device for me, but
Yeah.
not currently. And like I said, if you already have a library that you can bring over or Game Pass, right? Um, I think this is a definitely a great option. That said, Joel, what if uh what if PlayStation decides to come back and do something? Which there's rumors, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's
I think
that
it's coming.
you know, but what's it gonna be? Is it gonna
I
be?
think the Vita refreshed is coming, bro. I'm telling you, they're gonna come back
But they gotta
something.
be
Oh,
they gotta be competitive though. This thing's $600.
I
They
know.
it's gotta be if they release it at 400, right? So hear me out, right? If it's a device that works with PS Plus Extra
Hmm.
that you can play all those PS4 games on,
Hmm.
or and stream the PS5 games.
Hmm.
Like so, say for example, you can play the PS4 games that are on Extra natively on the device. PS5 games are available via streaming, and you price it at like 400. That sounds like a pretty good deal to me.
Yeah, yeah, 100% agree.
Yeah.
It just there's a market for this. We're seeing this between obviously the success of the Switch. We're seeing these other items coming out. Like, I'm sorry, I think it'd be foolish for them. We're the bias. You had a PS Vita, I had a PSP. I was happy to see Sony getting into the handheld world. I want to see them come back. So
Vita is one of the most underrated consoles
yeah,
ever.
yeah, for
The
sure.
thing was real good. So yeah, if they sidestep all the like the gimmicks that the Vita had to put in, and they put like SD support, not a proprietary thing, that sort of thing. If they go like if they streamline it and they basically try and do again a PS4 Switch kind of thing, um
Oh man,
I may be in on that one
yeah,
because I mean I
that could
already
be
have
good.
my library, right, that I can just download PS4 stuff,
I
and
know.
then if you sign up for the extra, you have all those games that you can play.
So
So
good.
that would be that sounds like to me it would be very appealing.
Yeah.
But no, I think Asus did a really good job with this thing, and kudos to them. And yeah, if you have Game Pass and you're looking for an on the go device that is not a gaming laptop, um, this seems to be a reasonable device. So, well, good stuff. All right. So last week we talked about how you know Xbox was kind of in the rut and Redfall and Phil Spencer's interview. Which, by the way, I don't know if you had. Did you have a chance to watch it or not yet?
No, I still haven't watched it yet.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, like after all that happened, um, and this is to be considered rumors, but they are from a reliable source. Um, PlayStation may have an event on May 25th, and this may be like their, big summer reveal event, which we're assuming they're going to show Spider Man 2.
Hmm.
And they will be showing what their next, uh, I guess first party slash third party exclusives would be. Right now, I think the last one scheduled is Final Fantasy, so that's June 22nd, and then after that, there's really no other big exclusive after Spider Man, right? So Spider Man would be the next first party exclusive, and then after that, we don't know what's going on. So this may be that event, right? So May 25th, not confirmed. It may happen. If it happens, we'll cover it. We'll definitely talk about it, and we'll see what's up. If it's, what day's the 25th? Does it happen to be a Friday? Because if it's a Friday, we may be in luck.
I
Uh,
know, right?
oh, it is not. It's a
It's
Thursday.
Thursday. Interesting.
Interesting, yeah. Well, I mean, Thursday for the
We'll
show,
talk.
unless I can't sleep for 3 days straight again, and I fall asleep and I can't do the show.
Hope it's gonna fall asleep, and I'm just gonna say shrimp.
No, oh no, it's like,
He's back.
it's back. Oh man.
I'm sorry, I can't with you, man. Yeah, stop bothering me about that.
So, no, we'll cover it. We'll
Yes,
any big
yes.
announcements and any
We got you
announcements
guys.
that would be, yeah, exactly. We got you. We'll talk about it for sure. Um, and on top of that, there's a big rumor, which is something that I think I mentioned before this was like kind of like public.
Sure.
And I mentioned a few months, a year, I don't know, some time ago, that I think that PlayStation will work with Konami for some sort of deal, and allegedly that is the case. Because it was announced that the Silent Hill 2 remake, excuse me, was gonna be exclusive to PS5. Well, it seems like that. It's not only the case. This thing is bigger. There's apparently a deal that was made for Castlevania and the long rumored Metal Gear remake reboot of sorts that they're working on or someone's working on. Um, Maybe also in. So seems like PlayStation and Konami are having a partnership. So yeah, dude, this is big deal, big deal.
Yeah, I think it's good. Totally something that you called because I do remember you talking about this a while ago. It's been a while, definitely since you mentioned this. So it wasn't anything recent, which is awesome. You called it in advance, but I think it's a bigger deal than most people give it credit for because there's a lot of beloved IP at Konami,
Yeah,
and you make it exclusive to just PlayStation. That's a W, man. That's another Sony win. Like, I'm sorry.
it's like,
Um,
who's
that's
working on
that's
this
bad,
Metal Gear game, man? Is it Blue Point? Is it
man.
is it Naughty Dog? Dude, could you imagine?
Ooh,
There's been rumors out there, like, who was it? Cory Barlog that said, "It's like, hey, I would like to remake that," or like someone mentioned.
I don't remember this. Wow.
Yeah, someone from PlayStation mentioned that they would like to work on. I can't remember if it was Metal Gear or something. I was like, hey, I would like to actually give that a try. Oh no, it was Cory Barlog with Castlevania. I think that was the
Mm,
case. Dude, could you imagine a Santa Monica Castlevania game?
jeez.
Oh my goodness, dude. With like the storytelling thing that these guys do and the graphics and gameplay that they top notch. Like,
Yeah.
oh man, like gothic theme. Like I can just picture it, right? I can just picture like
Yeah.
a high, like a super high res like Bloodborne, and you know,
Yeah.
with a very deep story. Basically that's what it should be. Man,
It's
but
big.
yeah, and then Metal Gear, dude, it's like, what if Naughty Dog is like working on Metal Gear? What's Naughty Dog doing? I mean, they did the Last of Us Part One, right?
I'm sorry. I know people don't want to hear. Some people don't want to hear this. Uncharted 5.
You think so?
Let's go.
Nah,
Let's
I
go.
think they've
It's
moved on,
time.
man. This time
It's
they
time.
they have two teams, right?
Yep.
I mean, what if they have the team working on
You want to
Uncharted?
slam dunk on people?
Uncharted.
It's the come on, bro.
Oh
This
man,
game would sell like crazy.
but it's like one of like
People
again,
buy consoles for Uncharted, dude.
people
Like
will
I know
sell
people
their
who
Xboxes.
people will. I'm telling you, they will sell their Xbox to play Uncharted. I'm not making this up, man.
Dude, okay. So here's the thing with like again, you know, Naughty Dog has two teams, right? They have the
Yep,
team that works on The Last of Us and the team that works on Uncharted. The Uncharted team's been quiet for a while. Both teams have been quiet for a long time because I
agreed.
mean they did the Last of Us like the remake, right? Um, Part one, but that's not. I mean, it is from the ground up when it comes to like the technical stuff, but not the
Hmm.
design of the game and not the, you know, that could be done much quicker because you already have level design done and you have, you know, the voice done and you have all the mocap done. So you have all this stuff that's done already that you don't have to redo to create this sort of project. But like, what if these guys are working on Metal Gear? What if it's not Blue Point? What if freaking Naughty Dog is working on Metal Gear? Can you
Telling you,
imagine? Oh my goodness. That would be
this
the
could
end.
be a big
That
event.
would be the end of it, dude. It's like shut it down. And let them have Activision.
Oh my, let them have that.
let
That's
them
free. You can take that.
let them do something. Dude, did you see that that Microsoft is not like I guess it's like kind of like a like on the side, right? But um that you know Microsoft did 18.5 billion in revenue and they're not giving anyone raises this year.
What?
They're not giving the annual pay raise.
There's got to be something going on then.
It's Activision.
Yeah, the
It's that
money's
40
got to be.
billion from Activision, dude.
Has to be. Yeah.
That was an awful decision.
Wow, man, dude,
Can you
that's
imagine the
rough.
Xbox being the downfall of Microsoft? Also, this is not putting in like again all the problems that we've been having with Microsoft products for the last like 6 months, which
Yep.
has been a daily big fat grind to get rid of.
Yeah.
And like I said, like a never ending problem with Microsoft products,
Yeah.
dude. It's like what's going on? So they can't fix their stuff, right? Can't fix Xbox. They're trying to buy their way out of the third place. But I mean, do they really need Activision? That's the question. That's like the question. Like that's the question that Sony is supposed to, you know,
Mm-hmm.
putting out there. It's like, do they really need it? I mean, Sony needs Activision.
Yeah.
They made a ton of money out of Call of Duty, but you know, does Microsoft need them? I don't know. But you know, I don't want to digress too much. But
So weird.
but
Microsoft, what are you doing?
yeah. What are you doing, guys? But I'm very excited. Very much looking forward to this event. If it happens, again, we'll definitely cover it.
For sure.
Joe, it's once again time for Disney. What are you doing? Joe, tell us what's going on with Disney.
What is not going on at the House of Mouse? There's a lot of things going on, but the most interesting thing from just what's going on internally that came out from a recent um was a shareholders meeting, right? That they had
Earnings call.
earnings call. That's
Yep.
what that was. Yep. So essentially, in the second quarter, Disney Plus lost over 4 million subscribers. It's the second straight quarterly drop. Um, they're basically about 26% gone. That's a huge percentage of subscribers saying we're gone, we're out. And outside of this, now there's reports now that they are looking to cut content on Disney Plus to help ease some of the issues that they're going on with as a business. Some things may get removed from the platform. This is a not a good situation at all for them. Obed, what do you gotta say about these 4 million people saying I'm out?
I don't blame them. I don't blame them. Sometimes it's good to get the perspective of someone that's not in the know like we are. Like we're out there. We have our ears to the ground. We follow this. We know what's up. Um, this was on the news the other night, and my wife saw it, right, and she's like, there's nothing to watch on Disney Plus. Everything
Wow.
is kid stuff or Star Wars. And I was like, yeah, you're right. You know, where's the anime? Where's the where are the series? Where's the action movies? Where's the you know the the broader kind of like thing that other platforms are doing, right? Like HBO, and where's the video game properties, Joel? Where are the video game properties on Disney Plus? Got Netflix doing Sonic. You got the Amazon has the Sonic movies. Uh, I'm sure Mario's gonna be on Peacock at some point, right? So where is Disney? Where are these other properties, right? Where are these non-Disney properties that you want to be you know to synergize with what you already have? They're not there. They're not there, and you know going back to what my wife said is like it's true. It's like I I watch Disney Plus because I watch Mando and Visions and all this other stuff that comes like Star Wars related, right? Um, I really don't watch that much else other than that. Like I don't go out of my way and watch, you know, any of the other stuff. Like my daughter watches um her like Disney stuff on the Disney app on her tablet.
Okay.
Not on the Disney Plus app, but on the Disney app. So, or was it, what do they call it? Disney. They have a name for it. I had it somewhere, but yeah. Um, they she uses that to watch the content on her device. Um, I know that eventually she'll move up from that, right? And maybe fall into Disney Plus, but you know, I'm the only one watching Disney Plus. Like we watched, Peter Pan the other day because my mom was like, "Oh, this must be right." It's like one thing new on Disney Plus that we could watch. It's great. Okay, so it's tough, dude. Like there's
Yeah.
like the appeal is lost, and I know that a lot of the Star Wars people kind of moved on. A lot of people moved on from Star Wars, right? We're still here because we care, damn it, and we're gonna be here until the end. But what are you doing to attract new people? Like, bro, dude, there's so many good things that you can bring that you're not leaving out there. And I know that they're merging the app with Hulu, right? But how's Hulu doing? What do they got? So that's
Yeah.
how I feel, man.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. I think you have a really good analysis going on there, and I think there is a little bit of a factor of with the content that they do have, and I'm not going to get political by any sense of it. I don't think this is the place to do it, but I do think with some of the content that they have put out there, they've been in the headlines for things that you and I have referred to as preachy. For some of the stuff. I mean, even just we've talked about She-Hulk before and like different things that has maybe not has
Thanks for
not really
reminding me about
appealed.
She-Hulk.
I'm telling you, dude. And even that wasn't preachy, it just wasn't good.
Yes, bad.
It just wasn't good. But I'm just saying, like, I think there's something to be said about that as well. Like, I think there's a mixture of you don't have anything new that's captivating, and then the stuff that you do have is just maybe turning off also a sector of people who are saying like this is not necessarily the kind of content I'm looking to find here. I just want to have maybe escapism or whatever, right? And then maybe this isn't for me. So they're not really meeting people in the middle as often as maybe they could. Like I would like to see Disney get back to that place where let's not try and I understand like there's a time and place for things. I get that, but meeting people in the middle, trying to be more centrist type of content, which like we try to do on our podcast, right? We try to make it for all different. We know
Yeah.
who's watching, what your background is watching our show, and who you are, and we're not attacking a certain sector of people or something. Like we make fun of the man babies, so that's just a caricature that's fun for the show. But like
I mean,
my
we
point
could
being, we could
for the right
but
price. No, I'm
oh
just
my
joking.
gosh.
I'm just joking.
I hope it's gonna sell out. But I'm just saying, I think that's a factor too, right? You have to put that in there. And like with the Star Wars and even the Marvel content, like that's great, but that can't be your only thing. And in 2018, 2019, we saw this being a thing. I was like, okay, give it a couple years. They'll like I knew they were building up, and they have put stuff out, but it hasn't been as powerful. I know people like the Werewolf by Night kind of thing, right? I like the idea of maybe having an event, even like it doesn't have to be always a whole new show.
Yeah.
It could just be like a special event or presentation. But I do hope that they start making more movies, special event type things like that. Like Secret Invasion is gonna be 6 episodes. Like that's fine. That's good. As long as it's quality. So we'll see. But yeah, this is not a good sign. More to talk about, I'm sure, as time goes on.
Yeah. Yeah. Disney is in a very interesting place right now.
Yeah.
It seems like most of the stuff at the parks from the management standpoint, right?
Yeah.
It's actually lighting up, and things seem to be going in the right direction. At least for now, right? That's not adding the whole other kind of worms that's going on here in Florida. That's, like you said, this is not the right show for that, right? We have our
We'll
opinions.
cover it as we need to.
We'll cover it as we need to.
Sure.
And we already, Joel and I have shared our opinions online about the thing, and we're on the same page. So
Yeah.
so
No, we know.
we're good. But they just gotta find that center, man. They can't.
Yeah.
They can't just keep doing this thing. Like a lot of the creatives are, and I don't want to use the word agenda lightly, right?
Yeah.
But like you said, it's like, why does everything need to be preachy? Like Peter Pan, right? It's like, it wasn't preachy, but you can tell.
No.
But you can tell, right?
Sure.
People just want to be entertained sometimes. They don't want to, go off the rails, and they don't want to be like super on the other end, right?
Yeah.
And I'm sometimes like that, so we'll see. Seems like the Star Wars stuff for the most part is pretty centered, right? And he stayed pretty centered, but they need to wrangle back some of the other guys, especially the guys working with classic properties. Those are the guys that need to be wrangled. But
Yeah.
yep,
Yeah.
we'll definitely share more info as we got. But Joe, we gotta go.
Absolutely. Folks, thank you for sticking with us. Thank you for subscribing. All the new people, we love you guys. We thank you guys. Make sure to share this with your friends and family. Subscribe on podcast platforms of your choice: Spotify, SoundCloud, Amazon Music, Apple Music. Find us, subscribe. We really appreciate that. Write a review. That also helps people discover the show. And again, we're not asking for money, just asking for you to do these actions that really help show support and really carry the show on to more and more people so we can have a good time together. And also, we want to ask you to follow us or subscribe to us on YouTube. Make sure you also are following us on social media. at no load time, at no load time, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, all down below. If you're watching the video version, you'll see those handles. Also, you can follow us on Twitch. That's no load time altogether. No load time altogether on Twitch. We broadcast these live recordings of the podcast there. Maybe we'll even have a summer gaming thing. We'll see. We'll see.
Hopefully.
And also, last but not least, if you have a question, comment, or feedback, we'd love to hear from you. Send an email to noloadtime@gmail.com. That's noloadtime@gmail.com. And maybe, just maybe, we'll even discuss it on a future show. With that being said, folks, we'll see you next week.
Thanks, everyone. Stay safe. We'll see you again next time.